Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
I'm Megan, the skeptical one.
I'm Erin, the believer.
And welcome.
Welcome. It is the first week back of school for us.
To a very, very tired women.
We are tired.
Podcast.
We are drinking. It tastes delicious.
I want to drink all night long, but I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, I know. I have too much packed into this week, and it's like, girl, summer's over.
Right. I think you missed the memo.
Yeah.
It's been over for a while for me, but you're like still full steam ahead.
I know. I went out last night. I'm doing trivia tomorrow.
Ooh,
doing
girl.
This tonight. I'm doing nothing on Thursday.
Where'd you go last night? I was curious about that, but I didn't want to be like, where are you without me?
Oh, weird. I feel that way every time you leave.
I know you do. That's what I was impersonating you.
I went to Amy's to drink wine on her back patio with
So
Christine
fun.
and Teresa.
So fun, Amy. What does it take to get a sister invite?
Oh, well, she won't even invite her husband. He's so cute.
I think I'm a little bit cooler than he is. I'm a woman.
It's pretty cool. Oh, yeah, that's true. He came out one of the times and I was like, just come join us. He was like lingering at the door and his little eyes got so excited.
Oh,
and she went,
shot him down.
You can come out in a little bit. He went back in and never came back.
Oh, I wonder if that was a fight later. Would have been in
I
my
don't think
house.
so. I think she runs that house.
Who runs the world? Okay, well, again, girls, and I am one,
Yeah.
Amy. So just saying, maybe I don't eat every time, but from time to time, I wouldn't mind a glass of wine on a porch.
I'll throw it out there.
No. Amy's going to have to throw it out there.
I don't think Amy listens.
I don't need you. Oh, well, there goes all that hope. I don't need you to beg on my behalf. It's got to be planted in her ear by me.
Okay, gotcha.
So just tell her to listen to this episode.
I think Christine's been like plowing through listening to these, so
Okay,
she
Christine.
can whisper into her ear.
There
How's
you
that?
go. There you go. It's a little less desperate than if my sister asks for me. What am I saying? I can barely even fit anybody in my schedule these days. I've worked, this is what, my 9th day consecutively working?
Yeah,
Holy cow.
so dumb.
I know, right? I couldn't even do the math on it for a minute. Anyway, so yeah, a little tired, but still charging forward.
We're here. We're here for you all. We hope we don't disappoint.
Chances are we might.
Are you ready for my news?
Okay, Erin, that was one of the meanest things
I
you've
didn't
ever
mean to
done.
be mean.
I'm really, now I've kind of like a guess in my mind what it is. So Erin sent me a text the other night and she's like, oh my gosh.
I just had Megan with a bunch of exclamation points.
Which means like, I know what that is. It's like, Megan.
Yeah.
And then if we were sitting side by side, I'd be like, what?
Now listen, to be fair, when I wrote Megan, I was about to tell you everything. And then I was like, no, I'm going to wait.
Yeah. And then she comes back with, oh my gosh. And I'm like, what? What is happening right now? Like, you know me, I don't keep up with the news. I'm definitely not watching the news. So I'm like, is the world on fire? What's about to happen? And then you're like, you're not going to believe this. I'm like, well, tell me. Like, you just kept sending more and more texts.
Yeah.
Leading up, and you're like, I gotta have to wait and tell you on the podcast.
Yeah, I did. I have
Such a
to.
bitch. You're such a bitch.
I don't think you could possibly guess what it could be.
I have a guess
I would love to
Do you
hear
want me
it.
to guess
It's
it?
going to be wrong, but go for it.
that your mini got read on mini episode on
Oh.
My Favorite Murder.
No.
Ah,
That
damn,
wasn't
that's
it.
what I thought it was. I thought we were about to hit it big.
No, I feel like we already would have.
Oh, okay, fine.
No, listen, I
I
think
feel like it's gonna be let down. I feel like now we're just gonna.
it might be a letdown for you, but I know that there's at least one person out there, aka
If
Josephine.
this is like you landed like Les Mis tickets or
No.
Harry Potter World,
It's
or something.
related to you. You are also going to get to do this
Well, I know it's
or
too early
meet
for the
this
Leo to come
person.
out.
or meet this person.
What? Who?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
They sounded
Okay.
like, ha, 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 ha. What is that? You know what I'm talking about? Ha, 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 ha. I can't go that. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know what it's from, but
I don't know who this could possibly be, but if you make her ear making sounds like that, you must be good.
I wish they'd be making me sounds like this. Okay.
Jason Momoa.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Listen.
I'm so sorry, listeners. I just yelled that in your ear. So now it is going to be let down. Okay, I'm going to stop guessing.
Okay.
I'm going to stop guessing.
Let me give everyone backstory.
Oh, okay. Just
No,
draw it out longer.
I will. You're welcome.
Oh.
So a couple months ago,
If I guess it, do I yell it out?
sure, but I really don't think you will.
Oh, I thought maybe the story might give it away.
I don't think so. So a couple months ago, I saw, I don't know, advertised October Scare Fest, like Scary Movie Festival in
Okay.
Lexington, Kentucky.
Okay.
I've never been to one of those like Comic-Con type deals for anything.
Right.
But I thought it said something about a media pass, like get your media pass or something. And I thought, well, we have a podcast. Like, could that apply?
Count for media? Sure.
So I sent an email, shot in the dark, thinking, or not even an email, like a direct message on Facebook. Like, who? That's not professional.
Right.
I was like, hey, so I've got a podcast. We were number 1 in the Leo.
Hello. And we're going to drop that little nugget.
Could we get media passes for free? And they wrote back, yeah, just send in, like fill out the form. And if they approve you, they're like, they'll probably approve you, but send it in. And if they approve you, we'll send you tickets.
Nice. I love free stuff.
Okay, great. So it's in October. You're going. It's in Lexington.
I can't wait. I love it.
Then now it's like popping up on my Facebook all the time because we're going. And at first I was like, oh my gosh, Matthew Lillard is going to be there. The guy from Scream, the guy from Bad Girls.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah. Good Girls. Good Girls.
Oh, yeah. Good Girls.
The husband from Good Girls. He's not as cool in that one. He's very cool in Scream until he becomes a murderer. Spoiler.
If you haven't seen that movie.
Right. Rose McGowan's going to be there from Scream.
Crazy.
Yes.
I had no
all
idea.
of this. Oh, you know, she's also in Scream. She's the one with the green sweatshirt and the nipples are real out.
Oh, I always know a girl with good nipples.
Yeah, she's got cold nipples. Hard nipples.
I thought that was Drew Barrymore.
No, she's at the very beginning. And then
Drew
she
Barrymore,
dies.
Drew
Barrymore's at the very beginning. She dies. She's like how the movie starts off.
Shocker. There's more than one girl with hard nipples in a horror movie.
Yeah, I don't think she has hard nipples in that movie.
Oh, well, that was a miss. Let me talk to that director. I mean, if she had hard nipples in another movie, it just seems like you would make that
I feel like she's in a big sweater in that movie and then she dies immediately.
Okay, well, that's
I don't know. It's
their
been
loss.
a minute. But Rose McGowan, very cool. She was also in
Listen,
that
Rose
witchy show.
McGowan, if for some reason you're the one that we're about to meet and you listen to this, do not take offense to that because I don't know anybody.
Yeah, no, I think she'll be cool. She seems cool.
Yeah, that's fine.
All of this was fine. It was lovely.
Okay.
Oh, cool. Can't wait to meet him. Can't wait. This is very cool. Then I scroll on to guess who is going to be there.
Oh my gosh, we haven't even gotten to the big name.
Did I already say that Josephine is going to be the one who's excited? Josephine is the one listening right now who's freaking out because just the fact that I mentioned her name, she knows who it is.
Who?
Devin Sawa.
Shut your mouth, Aaron. Shut your... It's full circle for this podcast.
My gosh.
Well, you know how many episodes we've talked about Devin?
I like literally I can't put together a sentence when I think about how nervous I am.
I cannot wait. You know what I love about this is that I personally would not be able to pick him out of a lineup, whether it was now or back then.
Yeah.
But you are going to fangirl out so hard. I almost feel bad. I almost feel like Josephine should come and take my place so she can meet Devin.
I'm gonna lose it. And I just need you to not let me do that.
Oh, I cannot guarantee anything because I'm here to watch it.
I feel like I'm gonna start Whole30 tomorrow.
That'll make the difference. You're also married with kids. I mean, that might be something.
Damn it.
If you're going to remove any barrier, it might be that one first.
Well, file papers. One hall pass. Devin Sawa.
Yeah, you're going to have to talk that up with Kevin because here's the thing.
I haven't told Kevin. I'm afraid to. He won't let me go.
He won't let you go.
Just kidding. Kevin could never tell me not to go somewhere.
I love it.
But oh my gosh, it will be interesting.
Devin Sawa.
So
why? Tell me why Devin Sawa was there.
Because he was in, Final Destination.
Oh.
He was in Idle Hands. He's been in a bunch of scary movies.
Again, Devin Sawa. If you somehow end up listening to this,
please
take no offense. But here's what I will say, Devin Sawa. Don't take offense to me not fully knowing which movies you've been in. But I know a little bit about you because you were plastered all over my sister's walls.
All over.
Throughout her entire youth.
Yes. I pretty much had Devin Sawa wallpaper.
You really did. You were everywhere. And that is actually, I'm picturing it right now.
Yeah.
I could pick him out of a lineup back in his youth because that's all you would see when you walk into your room.
Yeah. He looks very different now and very handsome.
Okay. All right. Well, Devin.
He really grew into a
now
handsome
I might
man.
be a little interested. What do I need to remove?
Gosh. He was in Hacks, which you watched. He's the main characters. She has like a one night stand.
Did I watch Hacks? Oh, that hilarious. Oh,
yeah.
That's Devin Sawa.
That's Devin Sawa. This is why we first talked about him. I know. This is why we first talked about him because I was like,
totally forgot.
You told me to watch Hacks. I started watching it. I thought, boy, that guy's really handsome. And I was like, boy, that guy looks weirdly familiar. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's love of my life, Devin Sawa.
Back to me now.
And I am going to get to hug him.
Well, if he looks like that, move on over, sister, because I'm coming in.
Oh,
he is so good looking.
I would never forgive you. What if he fell in love with you? What if he fell in love with you as soon as he saw you? This is the ulterior motive.
Oh my gosh, you dirty bitch. It's coming all the way around.
Oh my gosh. Sorry. I'm so excited. I cannot wait.
I cannot help which sister he's more attracted to, Aaron. I'm sorry.
I'm going to need you to make yourself less attractive.
Okay. For you, I will do that. I'll try.
Thank you.
Oh, no, I'm kidding. That is so exciting. I mean, just the fact that we get to go for free. I am all about getting to go in somewhere. There's like an adrenaline rush I get when it's like everybody else is paying, but we get to go for free.
Yeah, that's right.
Or a place like when we got to go to the Leo party, which, by the way, please vote.
Yes, we'll talk about all that at the end.
But please vote. But you did it last year, so we got to go in there for free. And any place that it feels like you should have to pay for it and you don't, it's like, this is incredible.
It was incredible. It was a really fun party.
Yeah, it was.
We got to try a bunch of food.
It was swanky.
We were entertained. It was very swanky.
It was.
And it helped our numbers.
Yeah, so there we go. So do it again this year, please.
All right, so we'll tell you guys again, because some people are like, what are you talking about? The Leo is a local magazine, and they have a huge competition of like
it is big.
Best restaurant, best bar in this area, best bartender, and everything. And one of their categories is best podcast. And last year, you all help us beat the unknown podcast that for some reason always wins.
Yep. But we don't even care about them anymore.
We don't care. I'm not bitter anymore because we beat them.
Yeah, they came in second. We came in first. That's all that mattered.
That's
and we got to go and they did not.
Yeah. And truly, if we came in third, but they didn't place, I wouldn't care.
Right. Right.
I'm so oddly.
Yeah, against them. Well, because it's not even the name of the podcast. Look, don't get us started. This is twice you're going to go off on. You can't even find the name of the podcast, so I feel like it's not a real podcast.
Right.
And when you do finally work to figure it out, they've got like one review.
Yeah.
And yet they're going to win best local podcast.
Yeah.
Come
ridiculous.
on. Don't
get out of here.
We have worked our butts off to be first.
That's right. And by that, we mean your butts off. Please go
our
vote.
Butts are still huge. Hope Devin likes them.
Oh, my gosh. Yes, but I will put the little link into the show notes. It's also on our Facebook page, and you can vote every day. In fact, please vote every day. Please vote every day.
Every day. We would love it.
Yeah. I've been doing. I'm bad at doing it every day. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I have been doing it pretty often.
I've been doing it almost every day.
Nice,
but that lady or that person, I don't know how many people are involved in it.
They do.
They got bots, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
So
figured something out.
Anyways, help us out. Help us beat the bots. Don't let AI win.
Yeah, if you're like, oh my gosh, I don't ever really want to pay for their podcast. I don't judge you.
Then
by
you
the way.
Create bots.
I don't pay for podcasts. It's okay. But what I'm saying is I would vote for a podcast though. I'd be like, oh, I could do that. I could stop and just look at that website real quick and vote for them. That would be a tremendous help. And
the link takes you right to the right spot. You
Yeah.
click on it. It's like, vote for your favorite.
Yeah. And we do love going to the swanky events. That is a big perk.
Yeah.
But more than that, it really does help our numbers and boost us up there.
Yeah. Yeah. So help us out. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So glad they brought that up tonight. I would have forgotten.
Weird. I don't feel like I have much else to tell you about. Nothing crazy's happened.
Yeah, my life is so freaking boring right now. I have nothing. Sorry.
My biggest news is that I learned how to fold shirts really cool.
Wow.
Just like really little.
Don't everybody get too excited.
They're so flat.
I feel like she's going to show me before I leave.
If you ordered merch, you will get to see an example because I folded all of those shirts.
Now that is exciting. That is really exciting. I did get to hand deliver Whitney's shirt and Alexis's shirt.
Yeah.
I got to eat lunch with Whitney, and I'm telling you, she is like our #1 fan. And I love it because, I love it, but I'm also kind of like, well, hey, ladies. No, I go to lunch with these group of ladies, and every time Wendy's like, hey, why do you all not listen to her podcast? Like, she gets onto them. She's like, I'm telling you. And she keeps saying, I can't believe they're not big. Like, I cannot believe they have not just blown it through the roof. So she's really good for the ego, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice.
It was great. It was
that
a
would have
fun
been a fun brunch to be invited to.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Talk to Whitney. She puts them together.
Hey,
no,
Whitney.
I'm kidding. I'll tell Whitney once Amy invites me, she can start inviting you. How about that?
All right. Fine. Yeah, I hand delivered a few and no one was home.
Oh,
I didn't get to see anybody. I went to Amy's house. I went to Cassie's house. Who else?
Oh, Cassie.
I went to Taylor's house. Like,
did you just leave their little packages for them on the doorstep? Nice. Yep. Well, that's exciting. That's fun to come home to.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, yeah,
look out for those shirts.
Check out how well it's folded.
Unless you got a hoodie. Personality.
In which case, I don't know what to do with a hoodie. It's just a big old ball of hoodie. But the t-shirts are folded pristine.
Yeah. It's kind of like a hoodie is kind of like that fitted sheet. Good luck.
Yeah.
Just going to wad that shit up. I mean, just wrap it around my arm and wad it up as tight as I can and shove it down.
Yeah. Make it as small as you can and put it in the back of the closet.
Who thought of those things?
This is riveting.
I know, right?
Okay. You want to start us? What? Aren't you going to start?
No, I thought you would start. We didn't talk about who was going to start.
I started last week, though.
I feel like we have forgotten how to podcast.
All right. I'm going to read a story tonight from Samantha.
Well, hello, Samantha. The Samantha that I know?
Nope. This is a brand new Samantha. I did a little hustle. They don't even know before they sent the message or before they sent me the story what the podcast was called. I have since told her, and she has not objected.
Okay, well, there you go. By the way, the Samantha that we do know, when I go, ooh, when I heard it was a new Samantha, so sorry about that. I would have been equally as excited if it were you. I think I would. Actually, I'd been more excited. I don't even know this other girl, Samantha.
This poor Samantha's like, well, fine.
Don't even like her.
You can't. You are offending everyone.
I don't care. I'm going to ride or die with our original, our goat, Samantha. Okay, here we go. Let's go with this new one.
Okay, I will let you know that before you fully anger her.
Okay, please do.
No, before
she's
you
like,
do.
I know. Please do let me know. She could take me? What's happening?
Said, with all the stories, with my stories alone, you could probably do a whole season. LOL, you could call it, I'm not going to say her last name just in case. You could say it her last name mysteries or something like that.
Well, girl,
LOL.
this is not your podcast. Look how pushy she's trying to get in here. Samantha our Samantha would never do that.
I'm just saying, she's got a lot of stories, so don't offend her.
In that case, come on in, Samantha. Welcome.
In.
We're so
all
glad
are
you're
welcome.
Here. All are welcome. We'd love to hear all your millions of stories. We will not change the name of the podcast, but that's a cute idea.
She's not normally this bitchy, but we are both tired if you didn't pick up on that.
Yes. I mean, sometimes we're bitchy, but not normally to
Not
this
normally
extent.
to you all.
Although Amber did say that I love when y'all are bitchy. I'm like, girl, buckle up. It's the
really?
beginning
I
of
feel like
school.
We've been holding back. Maybe I need to release.
Oh, golly. We really hold back a lot. You all have no idea.
Usually. Oh, man. You're already making enemies.
Okay,
Here
sorry.
we go. This is from Samantha, who we are actually excited to hear from.
Yes, we are. I'm just kidding, Samantha.
In the early 70s, my grandparents kind of hit the jackpot with kids. 2 were fraternal twins. The twins were female and male, and 2 other boys, and finally a girl, my mom.
And that's the jackpot, huh? That's what it is.
That's a lot of kids.
That's a lot of kids.
Depends on what you, I mean, it sounds to me like, how do you say this gracefully?
Well, I'll tell you how you say
it. Sounds horrible.
I was going to say it's kind of like the old saying that one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Okay.
I'm going to flip that and say one man's jackpot is another person's misery.
Yeah, that's so many kids.
Good for you. I mean, I love that you think that that's the jackpot.
Yeah.
That's
and
positive
maybe the
thinking.
grandparents liked it so much that that's how they described
Clearly, those kids are nothing like mine.
We live in New Hampshire, a state historic on its own. We just didn't know how historic. My grandparents moved all 5 kids from a 3-bedroom home in Sandwich, New Hampshire.
Well, that sounds like a fun place.
Right. Sounds delicious.
Sounds like I'd like to go there.
To the house they built on a couple of acres in Wolfboro, New Hampshire.
Nice.
While
Not as fun as Sandwich, but okay.
Yeah, Wolfboro. It's kind of fun, but not as fun as Sandwich. While they were building the basement part of the home, which is where I would end up living for a little bit growing up, they discovered a gravesite.
Ooh.
There's no history able to be found about the land they built on, so they thought nothing of it and discarded everything.
I don't think you're supposed to do that.
Did they move the graves, you move the tombstones, but you
not
didn't move the bodies.
And I was just going to say, did they not ever watch Poltergeist?
All right. This land.
So wait, but hold on.
Oh, okay.
Going by that theory, if they discarded everything, because in Poltergeist they didn't. In Poltergeist they only removed.
Yeah. I don't know if they actually moved the graves. I don't know if we'll probably get more details.
We need clarity on that.
Samantha,
Samantha would ever like to.
This is probably your first time listening, and let me tell you, we don't read ahead. I don't know what's happening in this story.
No idea.
We did this in this fashion.
Ask our editor. It's real annoying.
We did this to save us time and energy.
Because we're selfish and we don't care about anybody else. Sorry,
and
Rue.
then we can pay an editor. Sorry.
Look, Rue, she finally said it. Look at her trying to be the nice one all the time. That's her holding back. Now she just unleashed it. It's going to start flooding out any second.
All right, let's get back to the story. This land was abundant in fruit, blueberries, strawberries, pumpkin, rhubarb, blackberries, and so much more.
Wow, I want to go there.
I know. After I was born, that's when things around the house became different.
Well, how do you know? You were just born.
Well, maybe their mom told them.
Okay. I was like, how do you know you were?
Maybe their mom was like, things were fine until you came.
Oh, ouch.
I didn't mean for that to come out that way, but then I couldn't stop it. As I grew up in this home, Samantha, I'm so sorry. This is your first time listening.
It's fine. Either we'll get her or we won't.
No, I didn't mean to make it sound like your mom. Okay. As I grew up in this home, I would have nightmares. 2 major nightmares I shared with my grandparents as well. At 6 years old, my mother divorced her first husband. Oh, it was a violent divorce. One I don't feel like reliving. Yeah, that's awful. Don't feel bad about not going into details. During this time, my mother and I shared her room in the basement. It had a small window where you could see people coming and going from the house. It was cool. One night, my mom and I were sleeping. I was jolted awake. It felt like something grabbed my leg. This was around 1997. As I groggily woke up, I rubbed my eyes, confused. I thought my mom was trying to wake me. I looked up. I'm laying sideways on my bed. Whatever pulled me did with enough force again, I was half off the bed.
Oh my gosh.
So they woke up, looked, nobody's there, and then they got pulled again is what it sounds like to me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's so scary. I hate that. Looking up, I saw a silver mist. Again, thinking it was my mom, I said, "Mom, what time is it?" I didn't get a response. I allowed my eyes to focus on the mist, and the mist became more vibrant. This part is totally unbelievable, but did happen. Oh, wow. Looking with better eyes, I noticed the detail. This was not my mother, but a man. Looking at him, he wasn't wearing much for clothes. He had a big hat on his head made of feathers.
Well, that's interesting. Like a Native American?
I don't know. And he wore a loincloth. Oh, yeah.
Well, okay.
Sounds like
we're going somewhat direction with this.
We had just gotten done learning about Native Americans in school, and it clicked.
That helps me. Thank you. Thank you.
This was a full-grown Native American man standing over my bed. I began screaming for my mother. This mist looked me up and down, again, pointed, and said something in such a whisper I couldn't hear him. He just continued whispering and pointing at me. I didn't understand and continued screaming, trying to get my mom up. Eventually, she crawled into bed with me until I fell asleep. Keep this in mind for the other stories to come. After that night, I began having nightmares whenever I spent the night. These nightmares were so real and crazy. To this day, I wonder if they actually happened. The nightmare that would happen after the mist. I would wake. The sky was colorful like the sun was setting. I was in a field of daisies. I could see in front of me, and I was holding a bow for hunting, but it wasn't like a modern bow. It was handmade and decorated. It had red paint on it and black crow feathers. The arrows were also designed the same way. That's really interesting.
That is.
I was wearing a loincloth. I noticed as I looked down. I looked back up to the sky. I could feel the sun on my face and smell the blueberries nearby, and the spring air drifted their scent. As I'm walking across the field, I get a feeling of dread. Looking up, I see red eyes glaring at me through the trees.
Ew.
The next thing I knew, I was being surrounded by wolves. I was a hunter, and those wolves knew it.
Ew.
Just as fast as I felt them, they attacked.
Oh my gosh.
I fought as hard as I could to get away, but the final strike was a wolf bite on my neck.
Oh my gosh.
Wow, that's horrible. I would jolt up out of bed every single time the wolf bit my neck.
Mm.
Growing up, I always felt at home in my grandmother's woods. So did my favorite cousin. But we always felt watched too. If not by a human, then what? What was always watching us? What would always cause the hairs on the back of my neck to stand on end? We would feel danger. It was like the spirits of the woods were letting us know there was a predator in the woods.
Ew.
As we got older, we recognized the feeling over and over again. We finally did some research as we were older at the town library and learned most tribes were killed or forced out. We learned from the information that the lingering spirits most likely never meant to harm us, but wanted to let us know that they were still there. They were protecting innocent kids, my cousin and I, from the same fate they met.
Wow.
It's something I will never forget, and this experience alone is one of the many that led me down the path of learning about my gift of sight. I can sense spirits. It was a hard pill to swallow as a kid, but at 31 years old, I have come to accept it and even have befriended some of them along the way. If you like this story, I have more coming, and I hope you guys enjoy every single one of them. And that's from Samantha.
Wow. Okay, Samantha, I really do apologize. You wrapped that up beautifully.
Yeah, I know, right?
So
and
much
left
so
me wanting more. You're like an Apple TV series.
Now, that's not a high compliment. No, I just thought I loved that last little end part about it, that it prompted you and motivated you to take maybe a different path than what you were doing.
Yeah.
Now, what do I think it was? I think it was a series of nightmares and possibly sleep paralysis. But as Erin will tell you, she believes that sleep paralysis is caused by Native American ghosts.
Now, that is not necessarily true. It's not necessarily untrue.
Right, exactly. But no, I do think that it's beautiful that it prompted you to go back and learn history.
Yeah.
And educate yourself. And I'm all for that. So whether it's a ghost or sleep paralysis, doesn't matter. I love that you got to go and learn more.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear more stories if you'll share them with us.
I know. And also, so sorry. And this is not just me sucking up. I thought that last, I thought it was all a beautiful story, but Erin kept distracting me through most of it. So the very, very end, when she read it so perfectly, I was like, now this. I bet Samantha was a pretty good author this entire time.
I did my best.
You did great.
I'm a little dyslexic and I'm really tired.
I know. I haven't gone yet, so it's about to be me apologizing to Brittany. But no, Samantha, hopefully you understand it's all in good fun, and it was a beautiful story.
Yeah, for real. I definitely want to hear more stories. Thank you, Samantha.
Okay, so I am, wild and crazy and thinking a little bit outside of the box here.
Two wild and crazy guys.
What is that from?
Saturday Night Live.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Well, yes. And I am thinking that tonight, instead of a story, I have the perfect little birthday gift that I am going to use instead of a story tonight.
Okay. Whose birthday is it?
It was my birthday.
It was.
It was. It's not July anymore, but it's still kind of summer. No, Brittany, the lovely Brittany, our Brittany.
I know, our Brittany.
Our super smart Brittany.
Yes.
The
rocket scientist.
She's like a rocket scientist. She's like a marine biologist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's like a brain surgeon.
Like, you name the science field, she's an expert in it.
That's right.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
So anyway, that Brittany, yes, you know the Brittany I'm talking about. She's also an expert in the science of tarot card reading.
Oh, okay.
So she did not like your alter ego. Or no, it was an alter ego. What was it? Ulterior motive. She did not like that reading.
Okay.
She didn't agree with it. She said, that is not the Megan I know.
Okay.
Or love. She got really passionate about it.
Oh, nice.
So this is Brittany. She did her own tarot card reading with me in mind.
Okay.
And she gives me an entire synopsis.
So you don't even have to be present in any way?
I guess not. I don't know. Let's hear and find out. Okay. So the title is Megan's Birthday Tarot Card Reading, AKA the ultimate test for her skepticism. I'm kind of nervous.
Oh,
I just sent Megan a DM explaining that I wanted to read my cards for a situation that I don't have much close knowledge of. I was trying to think of something, and then I remembered how much. So she wanted to go something light. She was in the mood to do something light
and something she didn't already have a lot of like
right. Like she
former
wanted to
own
kind of test
yeah.
her tarot card reading abilities.
Okay.
Probably maybe she didn't want to go live, but maybe she's just trying to figure that out.
Yeah.
She says, I was trying to think of something, and then I remembered how much I didn't like the Queen of Cups interpretation, and then it was bingo. Today is her birthday. Perfect time for a reading. So I've been holding on to this for a while.
Nice. Brittany is not the only one who didn't like that interpretation.
Really? Tell me more.
I think Rue was the other one.
Oh.
And maybe somebody else was like, I've never thought of Queen of Hearts that way.
Oh, not because of me.
No, not because of you.
Look, I'm like, oh, that is so sweet.
I think it was Rue. Rue was like, no, I don't think that's right.
Okay. All right. Well, then we're never going to go see that lady again. Tell you that much. I'm kidding, Molly. She was lovely. Molly really does listen. She sent me a DM about this week's episode. And so
Molly's coming to trivia tomorrow.
Oh, that's so fun. You guys will have fun. I'll try to write this out as a cohesive story rather than this card means this and this card means that. Also, I have to preface this with that I'm going with my gut and what I already know in order to interpret the cards. The point was to challenge myself without looking them up in the book.
Oh, wow.
I love that. That's a big challenge.
That is a big challenge.
So, in other words, could be totally wrong, Brittany. Unless I love it, in which case you're totally right.
Yeah, let me hear what she says, and I'll tell you if she's right or wrong.
Yeah, Aaron. I feel like we're going to have different interpretations, right and wrong, Aaron. Here's the layout of what each position represents. Number 1, past lesson learned. Number 2, current situation. Number 3, goal for her next year of life.
Oh, okay.
I like all that. Okay. This is kind of fun. When they read tarot cards to you, you don't really get a time to kind of process it. It's it's all so fast. So, yeah, Brittany, I didn't mean this is kind of fun. That's a little offensive. This is really fun. I sound shocked. I'm like, I'm actually enjoying this story.
I thought I was going to hate this.
I thought this would be so dumb, but I was going to go with it anyway. Brittany, I'm kidding. Sometimes I'm just really overly aware of how I come across. I'm like, oh, hold on. You did not mean to sound that way. I read those, then followed up with this layout. 4, obstacle in the way of that goal. 5, how to overcome that obstacle. 6, path forward. Basically, it's the epic conclusion of the whole reading.
Oh.
I love it. Okay.
So she's going to pull 6 cards.
Yep, 6 cards.
Okay.
She's going to tell me how to fix my life.
Fix it.
Fix it. Here we go. Y'all ready to hear how I'm going to fix it?
Yeah, Ellie, quit. Ellie
is fixing something of her own over there.
Quit. I can hear you in the microphone.
It's nothing dirty. It's just her paw. Okay, here goes. FYI, the stuff in italics is my personal extra narrative.
Italics. I'm ready.
What did I say?
Italics.
Italics. Is it italics?
Italics. I think you just put it really
italics.
hard. Italics.
Italics.
Italics. It sounds real country when you say it.
Well, it's not italics.
Italics.
Italics. I don't know how you pronounce the I without it either sounding
just make it a little softer. Italics.
Italics. That's not right. Italics.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Maybe you're right, Megan.
And maybe you're wrong, as Macy James would say. Okay, here goes. FYI, the stuff in italics. That sounded better. That sounded better. I'm definitely saying it right, and you're saying it wrong.
You said italics, like you paused between it. It was an aggressive I.
In my defense, she capitalized her I, so maybe it's Brittany's fault.
Okay, Brittany, chill out.
She likes italics. Oh Lord.
Italics.
And just so you know, when it's in italics, it's what she is personally narrating.
Oh, okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to tell us, the listener, that it's
I'm
in
tell
italics?
You, we're talking in italics now.
Okay.
All right. And by the way, I don't say it italics. I say it italics.
Okay.
Italics. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles indicates Megan's life has taught her. Well, this is all of a sudden sounding very self-indulgent. See, this is where I always go. I'm like, oh, brother. Okay. The 2 of Pentacles indicates Megan's life has taught her the value of carefully considering a decision before moving forward. Okay. Particularly those decisions she made regarding Oh, definitely didn't say marital. I was like,
I was
whoa.
like, I don't know about that.
No.
You just kind of fell into that one.
No. Material aspects like career, finances, etc. She never acted rashly and considered the best way to maintain harmony between choice A versus choice B. Okay.
Okay, wait. Now explain that to me in your language.
In italics. Okay, I'm sorry. So, like, for example, it's just like I have a steady career. Like, I'm never like making rash, like,
oh, yeah.
going from one career to the next. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is going to be progressive and this is how I'm going.
Yeah.
Okay. That meant balancing all that she could envision with what she thought was realistically possible. This created a foundation that strongly emphasizes logic as the ruling factor of her mindset today. Megan is a leader. Oh, this is so kind.
This is true for your career-wise.
Not ruled by emotion. I try not to be. In fact, today I use the term, don't take it personal, because I'm not. There we go. But by adhering to logic, fact. Oh, I love it. Just fact. That's it. That's what she's saying. This is a fact. Established methods of success that are rooted in stone. It's a very strong masculine energy. I am here for this. Very responsible. Now I'm getting a little like, now hold on. Hold on, Brittany.
Professionally, you're very responsible.
Yes, I am. But I'm like, that could be female energy. Why does male energy have to be responsible?
It's okay.
I'm just, look, when it comes to, I guess I am a little, if you want to say masculine is aggressive, when it comes to like being women's lib, I can get a little aggressive. So maybe that's oddly when my masculinity comes out, when I protect, because I'm like, hold on. Being very responsible is female energy.
Yeah, it's more
Trust
than
me.
male.
I live with a man and all of his male energy. I am the responsible one. She is the emperor of her domain.
Oh, not empress.
Yes, that's a really polite way to say she is.
You're fucking this chicken.
She's fucking this chicken. That's right. So now these are Brittany's thoughts.
Okay. These are italicized.
In italics. Not surprising at all. I literally wrote, duh, she doesn't believe in magic, and she is the skeptical one. This card reminded me to check her zodiac sign, Leo. I literally thought, wouldn't that be cool if it was a card with a lion? Then I flipped the next card, and it was a lion.
Ooh, that's weird.
True strength doesn't come from overpowering others with brute force and wild impulses, nor does it come solely by outsmarting others with cold logic. But for Megan, her balance has skewed towards the cunning crow. Her goal this year is to let that wild side out. Ooh, watch out, everybody. Allow some fierce emotion to dictate her decisions, because the Four of Cups says she always strives to achieve perfection. Well, that is kind of true. That becomes so overwhelming that everything else seems meant to distract her. Megan might want to make it a goal to stop focusing on the perfect, smartest, most logical move and let her wild lioness out of the cage too.
Oh, dear.
Boy, I like that. Although it's a little
scary.
scary. I know, it is a little scary. But I do kind of like it. That question there is, do I trust my inner lioness? And the answer is no, because I gave birth to Macy James, and if that's my inner lioness, ooh, that is a
maybe you're just letting her go.
Yeah,
she's just going wild.
Let her go, girl. Okay, second layout. Oh, that was all the first layout.
Okay.
Second layout. In order to stop a relentless pursuit of logical perfection from dictating her decisions, Megan has to envision the beauty and possibility the 10 Pentacles indicates could flourish only if she can allow others to participate in her vision of success. Interesting.
Okay.
She will need to trust the methods and creativity that arise from more heads working towards a common goal. She shouldn't worry if those methods seem imperfect to her. I love this. This is great. If Megan stresses about others stealing from the abundant oasis she protects, she will never reap the rewards that come from collaboration and shared vision. Wow, that's really good advice. I mean,
yeah.
I don't feel like I try to stifle others, but I've definitely been very, so okay, Brittany, I'm going to tell you this. Out of all the tarot card readings and like little things that I've ever had, this one has me thinking the most.
Is that like saying you don't want to give up that control?
Yeah. It's definitely saying I'm a control freak because I'm so passionate about what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I can relate to that because I'm like, I've wanted to be in this spot for so long because I'm so passionate about the work that needs to be done for these kids
Mm-hmm.
that I'm like, I see where I want to go. So I'm like, look, if you're not headed the way I'm going, because this is what I've been waiting to do,
Yeah.
but I love this. It's like, now hold on, slow down a little bit, Megan. Look around you, because you might, in that like drive for perfection to make it exactly what you want, you're going to miss out on a lot of really creative and wonderful things around you.
Yeah.
So, ooh, that is really good advice. The best way to embrace letting go of her emperor mindset and flip the 10 of Pentacles over, listen to her high priestess. Okay,
Well,
where's
who
she
is
at?
she?
The priestess is the voice of her intuition, her connection to the spiritual aspects of life. It's the feminine counterpart to the rule-following authoritarian emperor energy. Okay, so here's where this lady is coming in. All right, so the, again, more reasonable, like, simmer down, ego.
Yeah.
Right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm taking.
Okay.
And guess what? The priestess believes in magic. She ponders the mysteries of the universe without needing to find answers. That was Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay, Brittany, I'll try.
You're going to believe in magic.
That last part,
in
without
magic?
needing to find answers. That can be a hard one for me.
that doesn't sound like you're ever going to get there.
Yeah, it's a hard one for me. So where will this all lead for Megan? Where does realizing some of the... Okay, sorry. It's really weird to say my name like that. Where does releasing some of that ironclad control and lofty pursuit of perfection take her in the next year of her life? The cards say one place it won't go. It won't be the year that she sits back on her porch swing and retires content with all of the achievements and possessions she's gathered so far. No, it is not the 9 of Cups where Megan says, I'm done and I've achieved everything I wanted. It wasn't hard at all. Give me my daiquiri by the poolside now. Like, it really isn't happening, because the tower is shaking Megan right out of that little daydreaming and shouting, light it up. But she's going to have to let that safe nest of carefully thought out, factually dictated decisions tumble to the ground.
Oh my gosh, Brittany.
Brittany, that's heavy.
Brittany, this supposed to be a birthday present.
Right? No, I'm loving every second of it. She has to trust those in her care might be sent startled into the sky too, but they will find their wings just as she does and be stronger for it. Wow, Brittany. Okay, so this is what Brittany has to say about this. This is in italics.
Okay.
Megan, go fly over those cold mountains with lightning under your wings. Sure, they were safe, ... strong. But a beautiful garden is just waiting for you to find on the other side. You have everything you need to trust in who you let in with you. And now I'm going to bed. Happy birthday.
Oh, that's so cool.
Brittany, friend, I'm going to say nailed it.
I'm going to say my birthday is November 6th.
Yeah. I mean, like, I will say this. You spoke to so many things that are happening in my professional life right now that... You might have me thinking tarot cards.
Oh,
either that or Brittany. We'll see. But here's where I'm like faltering on trying to find a debunk for these tarot cards. Is that, like, Brittany knows me through this podcast?
Yeah, but you don't talk about your professional
but
life.
I really try hard to keep that separate from this podcast. So I, sometimes it might sneak in. So maybe Brittany's also, she is kind of a genius.
She is a genius.
She's
That's
definitely
true.
a genius. So maybe she's like picking up on
She's a rocket scientist who believes in tarot cards.
Exactly. So she might be like
knows her
cues and hints, and she might just be fucking psychic. I don't know what's going on here. So the cards she got for me are the Emperor, the High Priestess, and then some other ones.
Oh, cool.
Oh, that I can't read.
10 of Pentacles, I think.
Because my eyes are doing that weird thing. Hold on. The Tower and... Oh, I see how they're laid out. Okay, they're laid out like she lays one out, and then she lays another one that doesn't have like a title attached to it. So that kind of, it's like, this title means this.
No, she's laying them out as she pulls them up.
No, I know, but I'm saying, like, I'm looking at the picture of the cards.
Okay.
And I'm noticing she lays one down, it has the title. Then she lays another one that kind of, it helps her to interpret, lost all meaning now. It tells her where to go. It guides her into what to say next.
Yeah, but she could have pulled another card that had a title. She just didn't.
Aaron, what I'm saying is, one card I look at has a title.
Yeah.
the card laying on top of it has a picture with no title.
Because it's the second card she happened to pull, is what I'm saying.
I'm not debating that. I'm not debating the order of what I'm just saying I noticed that one card, there are 2 cards together in this whole stack.
I know. I'm just saying there's an equal chance that she could have pulled a card that also had a title. She just didn't.
I hear you on that. And maybe that's true. But I think that the fact that they match up perfectly tells me that maybe the way her tarot cards work is you do this one and then you do this one. So, Brittany, I am beyond thrilled with your gift that you gave me. I think that was just so exciting to read. Again, I will say it again. I have never had a tarot card reading that resonated more with me about my actual life and things that have happened in it. So thank you so much for that, Brittany. Nothing to be nervous about. And then let me read you our exchange. So I told her that, first, a long time ago, I asked her, hey, can I read this on the podcast? I'm going to save it for that. And she said, oh, of course. And then I said, well, I'm reading it tonight. I'm saving it for my story, and instead of a story.
Yeah.
We record tonight. She said, oh, Lord, well, that doesn't make me nervous at all. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, well, maybe I shouldn't read it. And she said, I hope it's not too long. And then I said, but I can, right? Speak now or forever hold your peace. And then I said, now, how many times do we have to say it? We like them long. And then she said, ha, 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 go for it. I'll be sure to pregame before I listen.
Oh.
And she said, and you say that now, ... because I hadn't read it yet. Although according to Naked Attraction, girth is more important than length.
I love that Brittany is fully obsessed with Naked Attraction. It's her favorite show now.
It should be, because we have never gone back, or at least I haven't gone back and watched it.
I've watched them all. No, I'm kidding. I haven't.
I was like, without me? Oh my gosh. No, I can't even watch that one that you recommended, Presumed Innocent. There's too many sexy scenes in that one.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. So, Brittany, I love everything about it. Thank you so much. One of the best birthday gifts I got. Thank you. Second to my frother.
Yeah, I got you a sweet birthday gift.
A sweet birthday present. Erin got me all of the fixings for one of our favorite, funny TikTokers who just makes her little lattes, and she's so cute to watch. She got me all of the ingredients, wrote the recipe out, and then got me a little handheld frother.
Yeah, and butter pecan syrup. When are you ever going to just have that on hand? I don't think so.
Now, what's going to really make that gift really settle in is when you show up at my doorstep every morning at 5:30 to make me that perfect little latte.
Yeah. Don't hold your breath. Sorry. All right. Well, thank you guys for letting us read your stories. Thank you, Samantha. I hope you come back. Brittany, thank you for the tarot card reading.
Yes, thank you.
My birthday's in November. Do with that information what you will.
Right.
If you all would like to check out our website, go to myskepticalsister.com. You can find out how to become a Patreon. $3 a month gets you a sticker, a magnet, weekly bonus content. $5 a month gets you all that, plus our movie night every third Thursday of the month. And you can also write in on our contact page, or you can write in directly at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You could also do Buy Me a Coffee, where you can do a one-time donation, which really helps us out. Merch is on the way. If you have not gotten it yet, it should be there soon. So if you ordered merch, it is on its way. And you can also follow our socials. We've got Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. You can rate, review, subscribe. Tell your friends about us. Tell your family about us. Write your stories in. I feel like that's it, right?
I think you covered them all.
All right. Thank you, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Hey, now.
What?
What are we skipping over? I saw what you
Leo.
did there. Oh, Julie, did you see what you put out into the universe? Now all of a sudden she's trying to get rid of fan favorite.
I did. I got to pee so bad. I have to pause. I've been trying to hold it. Okay. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Now that we've remembered that fan favorite is actually a segment every week, regardless of who wants it to be cut.
Sorry.
Even if they are the co-host. Sorry, Brittany. I will not temper this emperor energy down for fan favorite, because I love all of you all out there. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So we have
I don't love you.
No, I love you all. I'm just kidding that I'm going to be a bitch and just have it my way and not listen to Aaron. But tonight I am going to. So we have the lovely Ashley, who supplied us with so many stories not too long ago.
Oh, great.
Yes, so I reached out to Ashley, thanked her for all the stories, and she asked us to plug Autism in Delaware. So they are I guess it's Autism Delaware. They are a nonprofit here in the state that help families with children who are autistic. They help them navigate IEP meetings. Also, like in my case, they helped me receive a special needs car seat and the seating clinic near me.
Oh, great.
I know, that's wonderful. I mean, as somebody who sits in ARC meetings all the time, the more we can have our parents have advocates for them sitting in those meetings is wonderful.
Yeah.
Here's a link to the website if you wanted to see exactly what they do in our state. Autism Delaware - we help people and families affected by autism. So we will definitely post that and bring awareness to that cause. Thank you so much, Miss Ashley.
Thank you so much, Ashley. We will definitely look into that. That's really cool. That's a great service. And I've already given my spiel.
Yeah, you're ahead of the game.
I've already done all the work except for...
The problem is I haven't had time to look up my goodbye.
Except for I forgot to talk about how you all should vote every day if you can. Just click on that little link.
I forgot Leo. I was like, yes, hello. Have we not learned anything from 2016?
Definitely vote in November. But before that, practice your voting skills by voting every day.
There we go.
On the Leo for us so that we don't lose to the fake podcast that we are not at all bitter about. So I will have that in the show notes. You can just click directly on that link and it'll send you there. And you can check it every day.
That's right.
All right. Well, we will talk to you guys next week. Thank you so much.
À bientôt.
Oh.
Yeah, did you like that?
You'll be where?
You could have said it totally wrong. It's French for see you soon. It's the Olympics.
Oh, yeah.
La 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 la.
It's just how historic.
How historic was it?
How historic.
How
historic. It's in a how historic. I'm so sorry, Rue. We had just gotten learning.
Nope. We just got learning.
No, she wrote that right. I just can't read.
More beer help.